Okay, so first one of a few. I've made a thing to make some risers in the grid. There it is. So the basic idea is you got a song. You want the riser right here. So what you do is you take this knob and draw the basic shape of the riser like this. Mix controls like this is overall volume. This randomize button we'll get to, this is an LFO you can draw, so you can like put this to volume and then you can like and then the idea is that you can add various effects to this. So I've got like, I don't know, I'll put a blur or whatever. And then you've got all these modulation keys here. So random will just, every time you hit this button here, the random things will output a new value. So you can just generate variations of the thing you've made here. So if you got one you like. We'll put. No, this doesn't work. Sorry, so I made it as an effects grid. That won't work. This should. Yep, this will bounce now. So then you have this, and then if you want to add another one, here. You can do that. And you've got another one, or you can generate. You can of course also just add more interesting effects, like, I don't know, maybe this. Like this one. I can bounce. And then you can keep going like this. So that's the basic idea, to have all these macros. And I used to have presets with all of these effects put in previously, but it sounds a bit bad if you don't do it in context. So it's best to just have it like this. The basic setup, I'm gonna just try remaking it on an audio track. Polygrid. It's here. So you've got the main macro is this. I call this phase. It's basically the overall shape of the whole thing. So like, you macro this here. Can I? Where's the side menu? Uh, it doesn't matter. I'm used to another window layout. I usually, yeah. So you put this here, then you can have these shapers. No, bend, I think they're called. Just to have different variations of the overall progression. So right now this is, I'll add a scope here. This goes like this. But then if you, for example, want, say this at 50, this at negative 100, then you can see it sort of goes up slower, and you can map these to different values. Modulator out. And then of course you want the noise. I tend to go for stereo just because it usually works better for risers. You can of course macro that button. I'm gonna need a multiplier. Then I'm gonna map this value to it. Then what else do we need? We've got this, so this should be the basic setup. So we should be able to yeah, this works. Okay, so what do we need next? We need the, it's all a bit chaotic here. We need a volume knob is probably a good idea. So I'm gonna put this here. Where did I put it? Call this volume. Put it next to phase. 100%. So now you can use this to turn it up or down. Then we want some kind of curve. We can edit here just to give it some movement. Unipolar, I think, tends to work best for this. But I mean, it doesn't matter. You can just change this depending on the song you're working on. What else? Okay, so then I've got 4 macros here, actually 8 macros. I'm gonna name these speed up for this modulator. 1 to 1, that's the shape you draw, and slow down. And these basically, if you want to map these to an opening filter or something, I can show it soon. Slow down. Oh god, I'm still a bit bad at bitwig. And then these are maybe interesting. I call these random and I'll set these up in a second. So what we want is we want a button, and every time we press it, we get a new random value for each of these. So we need a XOR gate, we need a logic delay. This basically just makes you have to press the button a bit less. So like if you, I wonder where I can show this. No. I'll just show it with a scope. So whenever you press this button, no, this is the wrong input. It outputs a short burst of this length, and then the other one comes in and shuts it down again. So you only have to press it once to get a new trigger, and you can attach this to a random dice. I like to have these bipolar, and a modulator out. And then I just have 5 of these because there's 5 macros left. I got this here. And these just, whenever you press the button, you get a new random value. It's just nice to have something like this to generate some variations on a patch. I use this technique for a bunch of stuff. Then we need to map these. This also needs its modulator. This. What else do we need? Right, we need a macro for this randomize button. Can I? No. Oh, never mind. So I'm gonna map this here. And as you can see, these change value every time you press it. So then I like to have an EQ2 in here just to cut some lows. And I think that's basically it. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. No, and then like, I mean, I just saved this like this. Save preset to library. Riser gen. No, I don't because I have it already. And then I add all these effects. For example, let me just show what these different macros do real quick. So if you want this to open up slowly, usually that's a bit nicer for risers. I've got my automation here. Versus if you want this to open up, let me just not used to this interface. Open up quickly and then slow down. You can use this one because it bends, so it moves up quicker, and then it sort of calms down. I'm gonna show all the automations, and yeah, as you can see, it opens quickly. What else did I just say? I think that's it. I hope the recording worked. Yeah, see you.